Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Living with Mangoes. Today, we are going to talk about this beautiful mango called the Mahachanuk mango. Mahachanuk. The Mahachanuk mango is from Thailand, and it is thought to be a hybrid between the ivory mango and a Florida mango. So it's a hybrid variety produced here from a Thailandese mango and a Florida mango. The fruit is oblong and tubular, medium-sized, and kind of shaped like a hot dog. Looks like a hot dog. The flesh is said to be medium firmness, fiberless, but we will see. We will see if this is fiberless. And it contains a thin monoembryonic seed. It is said to smell florally and has a sweet floral flavor. It does smell floral, with a slight tartness to balance it all out. Today, we are sitting by our beautiful Mahachanuk tree, right there. We are in the yard right now. Say hi, son.
Hello.
We are in the yard now and enjoying some scenery here. Having a good time over here with our Mahachanuk tree right behind us. Okay, the Mahachanuk is said to have a decent shelf life and turns yellow with a pink blush. And that is true because I've had this Mahachanuk for quite a few days and it took a long time before it turned this yellow. So it does have a pretty decent shelf life. It is resistant to anthracnose, which is great, and fruit swells in the interior of Florida. So like in the inner parts of Florida, it fruits really, really well. Mahachanuk may take a while before it starts producing fruit though. So it might take a little bit, but once it starts, they become good producers. The tree has medium growth habit and a spreading canopy. They generally grow slowly at first, but then the pace picks up over time, and they are not dwarf trees. I have a few Mahachanuk trees because I definitely like this type of mango, this flavored mango. And I have noticed that some of the young ones, they do take longer to grow. It starts off really, really slow, but then as time goes on, it picks up a little more quickly. So this one behind us here was 1/3 of the size. And once I put it in the ground, it just took off. It really took off. The Mahachanuk. Okay. It is an early to mid-season mango, meaning May, June, and July. And the taste is a Thai flavored mango, a Thailandese type flavored mango. So with that, let's dig into this Mahachanuk mango and see what this tastes like. Ready, son?
Mm-hmm.
Now, it has a small, thin seed because it is a small mango. So the seed is right in the center of the mango. So let's see how this cuts. Let's see if it cuts nice and smoothly. Great. Beautiful. Woo! Look at all that juice. Look at that mango. Beautiful mango. Look at that. All that juice on that mango. The seed is right there in the middle. It reaches from one side to another. The color of this mango is primarily orangey with some light yellow tinges on the outer exterior side of the mango. The outer side, a little yellow. But it is a beautiful mango. Let's smell this mango. It does have a floral smell, but also a mango smell. A good mango, a classical mango smell, but it does have floral tinges on it. What do you think, son? Let's put this one to the side.
It does smell like a classical mango.
It smells like a classic mango in a way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's cut this in the center. There is no bigger side now, son. You take half and I take half. Dig in. Tell me what you think. Is it different?
It's sweet, nice tasting. It's really good.
Is it different from other mangoes you've tasted, or does it have a similar taste to another mango you've tasted?
It's different.
Completely different.
Not completely, but the flavors that work together, it just creates something new.
Wow. So you're saying the flavors are working in a different way for you, huh? And they're working together beautifully. Let's find out. Let's see how this peels first. Oh, okay, good. Look, it peels nicely. Look at that. It does have a few fibers next to the skin. There goes some fibers next to the skin, but it peeled really nicely. Let's taste this mango. It does have a classic taste. It does have some florally tones. It is sweet in a brick scale from a 1 to a 10, 10 being the most bricks, the sweeter, 1 being the less sweet. I will give this about a 7.5. Think that's fair? 7.5. Very little fibers. So in a scale, on the flesh itself, I didn't taste any fibers really. But on the skin, you could see the fibers. On a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being less fibers, 10 being less fibers and 1 being more fibers, I will give this about an 8.5. Very little fibers, very good. It's a good tasting mango. It has different fruity tones as well. It just, I don't just taste one type of fruit. What do you think?
Yeah, it does. It's like a classical mango. You can't really go wrong with this mango. But it tastes sweet, little fibers. It's just like a nice, well-rounded mango.
You taste a little more citrus near the skin. So when you're near the skin, you definitely taste some citrus near the skin. It gets a little sweeter too also when you get closer to the skin. Now we should try the skin, the skin. How does the skin taste? It's a little tart? Yeah? Yeah, the skin is tart. It's not extremely tart, but it is tart enough where you say, I don't know if I want to eat this skin. So now let's go to our grading scale, son. 1, Tommy Atkins, low the barrel. 2, Kent. 3, 4, Kit. That's the least like mangoes. 10, perfect in every way. Sweetness, taste, everything. Sweet tart. Not a sweet tart, Sugarloaf. And what else would you say? A Sugarloaf will be a 10.
Orange sherbet.
Orange sherbet will be a 10. An awesome lemon zest will be a 10. An awesome coconut cream will be a 10. But it has to be perfect in every way. What would you give this beautiful Mahachanuk mango? This Thailandese mango.
Well, I thought it was really good. I'd probably give it 7 to a 7.5.
7 to a 7.5. Wow, so it reached up there close to your new favorite mango, the Valkyrie. So it's very close to a Valkyrie, huh?
Yeah.
Wow, he really enjoyed this Mahachanuk. I personally like this Mahachanuk. It's a good sized mango. It has a lot of floral tones. It is sweet. It has good bricks. When you eat the flesh, there's hardly no fibers on the flesh. You only get a few fibers on the skin. Overall, this mango is a good mango. I'm really happy with a Mahachanuk. And I'm thankful that I have a few of these trees in my yard because this is a tree and a fruit that I would definitely like to have in my yard. I personally will give this Mahachanuk a good solid 7.5. A 7.5. Excellent mango, good mango. It's a good quality mango. It may not be a top tiered mango, but it is a good quality mango. The tree starts to grow slow, but once it's in the ground and it picks up and the rooting system starts to get going, the tree does grow at a decent rate. First productions, you'll get 1, 2, 3 little mangoes here and there holding on to the tree if the tree is grafted. But then after some time, you're going to get a nice batch of mangoes. So, Mahachanuk, very good mango. So with that, we are out. Peace. Living with mangoes. Mahachanuk.